Hi, folks. My name is Mr. Jabbar Thomas. I'm your instructor for the DMPT 2525 course, Writing for Broadcast for the summer 2021 semester. And this short walkthrough video is designed to orient you with the course as well as to serve as a brief review of the syllabus and some things that are extraordinarily important that you know at the very beginning of the semester. So I'm going to start with the Blackboard site. As you can see, I'm on the Blackboard page here. You can access the Blackboard page either from the school's website and click the Blackboard login or the banner web login to access Blackboard, or you can go to gptc.blackboard.com. My Blackboard setup looks a little different from yours because of the fact that these are the 4 classes that I'm teaching. However, your classes that you will see on your Blackboard site pertain to the classes that you're taking, of course. So I'm going to click on DMPT 2525. Course recognition number for the course is 61739. That's the number that pertains to the summer 2021 semester. And the first thing I want to point out to you is the announcement section of Blackboard. The announcements are critically important, especially for an online course such as this one. The announcement section is the way that I communicate with you most readily. It's like a bulletin board that I update every Sunday night or Monday morning at the very least. Basically, treat the announcements as a checklist of things and deadlines that you need to be aware of and you need to accomplish over the course of the following week. So please make sure you check your announcement section of Blackboard frequently. Usually what I'll do is I will send you an email, 2 emails usually, that consists of the material that's in the announcement section. But please check the announcement section regularly on Blackboard. Also check your school email regularly because of the fact that I send additional material that's not in the announcements to your email from time to time. Also know that I may update the announcements during the middle of the week. So don't just check it on Sunday or Monday. Make sure you check it frequently during the week as well. Of course, I also put material not as closely related to content in the class or projects or assignments in the class, in that if there are opportunities such as internships or workshops by outside institutions like the DeKalb Entertainment Commission, I'll often post notification of those on Blackboard and in the announcement section. So you do want to be aware of that. Okay, so you get to the announcements on Blackboard by clicking the announcement item here in the left index of the Blackboard screen. Okay, let's move on to the walkthrough video syllabus and no-show assignment. You could access that area by clicking this item here on the left-hand side. Okay, you're watching the walkthrough video right now. Of course, it'll be located in this section, and instead of saying walkthrough video spring 2021, when you get to it, it'll say walkthrough video summer 2021. You click on that link and it will send you to YouTube and play back the video that you're watching now. I also have the syllabus located here on this part of Blackboard. To download the syllabus, you click the link. You'll see that you will be allowed to save the syllabus to your desktop. And I do want to make sure that you know that the syllabus is critically important for you to download and read and always keep on hand, either on a flash drive, on your computer, in the cloud, or all of the above. Treat the syllabus as my contract with you and your contract with me, so you know exactly what to expect during this summer semester. This summer semester is only 10 weeks long, so you really want to make sure that you are frequently consulting to your syllabus and frequently consulting the announcements. One thing I will tell you is that the announcements and any emails that I send you take precedence over the syllabus. The reason for that is I create the syllabus one time at the beginning of the semester, and I don't change the syllabus after that, but I do announce changes to the syllabus in the announcements or section or emails. So please make sure you check those frequently so that you don't look at something maybe that was due on one day in the syllabus. I've had to make changes, but you're not aware of it because you weren't checking the announcements or your email. Okay. So moving along, Something else that you need to make sure that you have done by May the 28th, 2021 by 5 p.m. is you need to make sure that you take your no-show participation assignment and your work ethics quiz by that deadline. It's a very easy process. You've probably all done it in other classes. You simply click on the link for no-show participation assignment. You click on the link under Blackboard orientation video right here. A short video will play featuring Miss Sandra Clapper, our Blackboard administrator. They'll tell you about Blackboard and about GPTC in general. And then after that, you click on the no-show assignment link. It's a short quiz. Click on begin. Short quiz that basically talks to you, that really asks you questions about what you watched in the video. This no-show assignment and the ethics quiz, neither one of them impact your grade in the course at all, but it is extremely important that you take the ethics quiz and the no-show assignment, because of the fact that that is our confirmation that you have registered for the class and you're participating in the class in the first couple of weeks of the semester. So if you do not participate and if you do not take the no-show assignment, or you did not complete the work ethics quiz, and same idea, click on a work ethics quiz folder, you click and watch the video, and then you click on the work ethics quiz and take the simple 4-question quiz. Okay, it doesn't impact your grade, but as I was saying, if you do not take the work ethics quiz and the no-show assignment, what happens is that we register you as not being registered, or actually we file you as not being registered in the course, okay, or not participating in the course, because although you registered for the class, you didn't participate in any of the content at the beginning of the semester, the no-show participation assignment or the work ethics quiz. So what happens is that you are dropped or withdrawn from the course. They send your money back to wherever you got it from if you are getting financial aid, and you no longer are a part of the course. So you want to make sure you do not forget to take that work ethics quiz and the no-show participation assignment. Do it, as a matter of fact, as soon as you finish watching this video, just to make sure that you don't forget it before the deadline of March the 28th, 2021 at 5 p.m. So let's move on to the instructor contact. Here's my contact information, okay? This is my email address, thomasj@gptc.edu. Here's my office number, 404-297-9522, extension 1350. That is the phone in my office in room C18. I am available, my office hours have changed a little bit. I am available Monday through Thursday, but I'm available on Mondays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., and I'm available on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. in my office in C18. Please send me an email if you would like to see me, because of the fact that I'm in different places in C building, sometimes in the TV studio, sometimes I'm teaching classes. And if you can send me an email at least 24 hours ahead of time to make an appointment to meet with me. If you would like to meet with me in person, we can make arrangements. This is an online course. However, if you do need to come in and you need to see me in person, I ask that you wear a mask and observe all COVID-19 safety and health standards. That means maintain 6 feet distance, wear your mask at all times, so that we all remain safe and healthy. Okay, that's what you need to basically do when you come and see me in my office, or if you have any other classes that are on campus. That's my contact information. Now let's go to the course content section. The course content section is where you will spend a lot of your time in this course. It has different assignments. The different assignments are quizzes, projects, final exam, and midterm exam. And of course, you have a professionalism grade and a proctored event grade, okay? The quizzes are given once per week. Actually, in a few cases during this accelerated summer semester, we give you 2 sets of readings and 2 quizzes during the week. So you want to make sure that you take a look at the course schedule. We'll take a look at the course schedule at the end of this video to make sure you know when the heavy weeks are, when you have to do extra reading and take 2 quizzes by the deadline of that week. Quizzes are always due on the Saturday of the week that they're assigned, or actually, to be honest with you, they're all active right now. You can take any quiz right now. As long as you have it done by the deadline for that quiz, you're good to go. The quizzes are always due on Saturdays by 11:59 p.m. Okay, each quiz has its own unique date after which you cannot take that quiz. Make sure you pay attention to your announcements, emails, and the syllabus to keep track of when those quizzes will be given. I do not give retakes. I do not give makeups. So if you miss a quiz or don't do as well as you want on a quiz or project or assignment, you will not have the opportunity to retake or make up that material. So it is extremely important that you get it right the first time. In doing this, we're training you to the standards of the industry, the design industry, especially the film industry, the one that I work in, is that second chances are impossible. First chances are extraordinarily hard. So you have to get it right the first time. You must be on time, if not early. I want you to all drill the saying in your head, the age-old adage, which is to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late, and to be late is to be unemployed. So you want to make sure that you're turning your assignments in a timely fashion. Do not wait until the last minute to do these assignments. There's a lot of writing involved, and I can very quickly detect within the first few words, I can detect rush work or sloppy work, and the grades will reflect that. So you want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to put maximum effort into your work. So make sure that you don't push yourself all the way to the deadline and turn it in at the last minute, because by the time you get the grade for that last minute work, you may discover it was almost not worth doing. I mean, of course, anything is better than a 0, but if you turn in terrible work, your grade may not be that much higher than a 0, and that wastes everyone's time. So you want to make sure that you give yourself, you're very disciplined in your time management, and you make sure that you govern yourselves according to the schedule that we have for the class as far as the due dates, and get things done early. Okay, you will have 4 projects. Each project will have its own project assignment sheet. The project assignment sheet is a list of instructions. It basically tells you exactly how to execute the project. It's like a recipe. It tells you exactly what to do. Okay, it doesn't tell you what to write. It just tells you exactly what's being expected of you. Project 1 is a preliminary project. These will be renumbered by the time you see them. Project 2 is a log line. You'll find out what that is later. Project 3 are the 15 beats, and the final project is the first draft of a script. Your first draft of your script will be between 5 and 7 pages long, and there will be very little, if any, dialogue. I'm still considering whether I'm going to allow you to have any dialogue at all. One of the first and most difficult exercises it is, and most necessary exercise it is for any filmmaker, whether you're a writer or a screenwriter, is to be able to, whether you're a screenwriter or a cinematographer or a director, is to be able to tell a purely visual story with a beginning, middle, and end, and compelling characters with goals and obstacles, and with the resolution. Okay, that is extremely important that you learn how to do that very early on. Many times dialogue can be a crutch, and dialogue is not really what the film world is about. Much of the TV world is not really about that anymore. It's all about telling a story with as few words as possible and as many compelling images that are as expeditious as possible. So make sure that you read the project assignment sheets for each project, and you follow the project assignment sheets. Nothing is more frustrating than grading an assignment where the student either did not read the project assignment sheet or did not follow it closely, and the grade on that would reflect it. So please make sure that you pay close attention to your project assignment sheets and follow them. You would turn in your projects right here in the projects folder in Blackboard. You would upload it. These are the upload folders here. Okay, you would click, say for example, you're turning in the 15 beats project. You click on the link, and then you would hit browse my computer, and you would find where your assignment is. Pretend like it's like that in Blackboard and click open. When you do that, you find where it is on your computer and click open. And when you do that, you hit submit. Okay, if it uploads correctly, it'll show you right here. It'll show you in the section. You click submit, and it'll turn the project in under your name. So those are your projects. Of course, you have a final exam and a midterm exam. The midterm exam comes in week 6 of the semester. The final exam comes in week 10 of the semester. That for you would be June the 19th, 2021. July the 19th. Week 10 is July the 19th, 2021. That's when you'll take your final exam. It will be a Respondus Lockdown browser exam. So that means that the entire class has to take it at the same time. And I believe I have it set up for between 1 and 3:30 on July the 19th, 2021. More details will come as far as the final exam and Respondus Lockdown browser. Okay. Of course, you get a grade just for installing Respondus Lockdown browser, and you also get a professionalism grade in the course. Let's go over the syllabus. This is the syllabus for the class, DMPT 2525, Writing for Broadcast. This is the course recognition number for the course. The only prerequisite is DMPT 1000. One thing I do want to tell you is that we will not go over this syllabus word for word during this video, because that would be very, very long. What we want to do is we just want to go over some of the more important highlights, but you do need to make sure you read this syllabus in detail and know it all and have access to it at all times, because you are held to the standards of this syllabus. Once again, here's my contact information. Okay. Here is the textbook. The textbook is non-negotiable. That means you must purchase a textbook. You cannot get around purchasing a textbook, and I've chosen a textbook for you that is very reasonable. It's called Save the Cat, the last book on screenwriting you'll ever need. You can purchase it on Blackboard. You can purchase it on Amazon.com, or you can purchase it at the school's bookstore. Amazon.com, you can get a Kindle version. It's a very good book. It's a short book. It's a very interesting, entertaining, and funny book that teaches you about the craft of screenwriting, which is what you are learning in this class. The idea is for you to execute the pre-writing, and that means the planning for a 5 to 7 page screenplay that you will write as your final project. One of the things that is important to me is that you have a screenplay that you can possibly shoot as a student as GPTC and add to your portfolio for your exit review course, so you have something physical, something tangible to show for your time here. But it all starts with the story. Another thing that I want to cover while we're talking about screenwriting is screenwriting structure. You'll learn specifically about screenwriting structure a little later on, but screenwriting structure, it kind of looks like a play, but it's not a play. One thing that you need to make sure that you do is that over the course of this class, you will learn screenwriting structure. You will learn screenwriting format, as they also call it. Here is a sample of a little portion of a scene from a screenplay. Interior Mercedes-night. This is called the scene heading. As far as what is capitalized, where it is on the page, how many inches it is from the edges of the page, how many spaces it is, how many returns between the scene heading and the first lines of action or description for that scene. It's all very specific, and you need to know these specific rules. Nothing will get your script thrown in the trash quicker by a producer or a client than you not knowing the proper format or you not following the format. This is extraordinarily important, and this is something that you learn in the course. Here is kind of like a diagram of how the screenplay is formatted in inches. Back in the old days, when I was my first screenwriting classes, there was no such thing really as There was no such thing as screenwriting apps that would help you format your screenplay. So you had to focus mostly on writing. We had to measure out everything and use a typewriter. We had to measure out our margins with rulers and use a typewriter. Those were the tough days, but the good old days now, we have lots of apps. Some of these apps are free, others charge. I have a list of screenwriting apps in the course content section of Blackboard for the course. However, one that I want to strongly recommend is Studio Binder. Studio Binder is actually more than just a screenwriting application. It's an application that can guide you through the pre-production, production, and post-production phases of your film. So that means you could make an entire film, plan it out, that is, using Studio Binder. And there's certain aspects of it, like the screenwriting application, that are free. Okay, you would click the Get Started for Free tab or the Get Started for Free button, and you can set up a free account with Studio Binder. And part of that account means that you can create one project, and within that project, you can create one screenplay. Studio Binder has a very high quality screenwriting application that I want to strongly recommend to you. You'll see more about that. You'll hear more about that as we move along. But just know, screenwriting format, extremely important. You just don't freeboot it. You just don't type a screenplay on Word and just make it up as you go along. That is a hallmark of a person who is not a professional, and you want to make sure that you don't do that. So we know the text. We know the text that we need. We know where to get it from. You can get it from the bookstore. You can get it from any book retailer. And we also have a few details on the screenwriting app. Let's go back to the syllabus. Okay, this is really only part of the information that you need to know for taking any class at GPTC. There's a larger supplemental syllabus online at gptc.edu/supplemental syllabus, supplemental-syllabus, that you want to download and read. This handles general concepts that don't necessarily apply to any specific class, but kind of applies to life at GPTC, like technical support, academic misconduct, equal opportunity, safety, and emergency procedures. After that, we have the student learning outcomes and competencies. These are all the things that the state of Georgia says that you should know by the time you exit this course. Okay, going on down. Of course, work ethics section, you need to read about work ethics. You would have taken a quiz on work ethics. As you know, as far as course policies, I don't accept late work. I don't allow makeups. This is an online class, so there are no lab or environment rules and guidelines. Once again, no show assignment, ethics review quiz due by May 28th, 2021 at 5 p.m. If you do reach out to me by email or on my phone at my office here, please give me 24 hours to respond if you email me between Monday morning and Friday afternoon. Okay, if you email me on Friday evening, Saturday, anytime Sunday, then I'll return your email on Monday. That's because I'm off duty during the weekends and also during holidays. You have a Memorial Day holiday coming up on May the 31st, and you also have a whole week off for the 4th of July holiday on July the 4th through the 10th. That's this summer, okay? If you do call me, you can leave a message on my phone at extension 1305, and the same rules as far as getting back to you for voicemail. They're the same rules as getting back to you for email. The proctored event, you probably all have had a proctored event by now, but it is a required activity that everyone must participate in at one point during the semester. We have our proctored event as our final exam, as I mentioned earlier, on Monday, July 19th from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. The application called Lockdown Browser, Respondus Lockdown Browser, will administer the final exam. You must have Respondus Lockdown Browser installed on your computer at home, and you must use it when you take the final exam. This link right here gives you more details on what Respondus Lockdown Browser is. This second link here is a link to where you can find, download, and install Lockdown Browser on your computer. I'll give you more details on Lockdown Browser as we go along. Once again, another warning about the no-show assignment and work ethics quiz due on 28 May 2021. Okay, here's our weighting, our course grading. You can see that we have quizzes. Your quizzes are basically, like I said before, that they're due by 11:59 on Saturday of almost every week. No makeups, no retakes. Please make sure you keep up with the reading in the text. I also supply PowerPoints on Blackboard in the course information section of Blackboard. PowerPoints that are notes, that are like reviews of everything that's in the text, okay, in the chapters. The PowerPoints are not substitutions for the text. There's information in the text that's not in the PowerPoint. There's information in the PowerPoint that's not in the text. You need to know both in order to do well in this course. So I normally tell people, read the text first, then go back and review it with the PowerPoint and get some additional information from that PowerPoint. So quizzes are worth 10% of your final grade. You'll get about 9 of them. So each quiz is worth a little more than 1% of your grade. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you miss a lot of quizzes, or if you don't do well on a lot of quizzes, that can definitely hurt your average. You have 4 projects that you'll have roughly every 2 to 3 weeks. You'll have a project, and these projects are basically you putting together the building blocks for your first draft or the first pass of your script. Okay, you have a written midterm exam. The proctored event is just basically the final exam. You get you get some points for taking the final exam and installing Respondus Lockdown Browser. Of course, your written final exam is 10% of your final grade, and your professionalism, which is an evaluation of how prompt you are, how neat your work is, how closely you stick to your pre-writing that you do. Pre-writing is everything, all the projects other than the first draft. All the projects other than the first draft are considered pre-writing or preparing to write the first draft. Okay, your final exam is actually on July the 19th, 2021, from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're aware of that. And after that, we have the semester course calendar right here. This course calendar is read like this. The first column tells you the week. Okay, this is an online class, so we don't meet at all on campus, but the first week, which is this week, starts on Sunday, May the 16th, ends on Saturday, May the 22nd. Okay, my week start on Sunday, end on Saturday, and the second column tells you what you're supposed to have read or should be reading that week. So this first week, you want to read the syllabus. You want to go to Blackboard into the course content section and read the items. What is a screenplay, the PDF, and the screenplay structure and paradigm. That's a video, part 1, 2, and I think there's a part 3. Okay, so you want to make sure you watch the video. You're watching the course walkthrough video right now. Basically, this third column is what you are supposed to turn in for a grade during the week. Okay, so in week 1, there's nothing you turn in for a grade. I just give you a reminder that your no-show assignment and your work ethics quiz are due by 5 p.m. on Friday, May 28th. Okay, in week 2, you're going to jump into the textbook, Save the Cat. You're going to read the introduction and chapter 1. What is it? And you're going to turn in a project at the end of that week, determining your premise. What is your film going to be about? Okay, this class is accelerated this semester because of the fact that we only have 10 weeks instead of the normal 16. So that's why you'll see 2 quizzes some semesters. You'll see projects and quizzes coming at you pretty fast. So project 1, determining your premise. That's basically you giving me the first idea, the concept of what your film is about, 5 to 7 pages long. We don't want Star Wars. We don't want Gone with the Wind. We need a very short premise. It's almost like a good joke. We have a setup and we have a payoff. It happens very quickly. For example, a short film that I made that was really just 1 page long when I was in film school was I made a film about a young lady who was trying to catch the bus, but she doesn't know she's actually a ghost. The bus keeps passing her by. People keep, running through her. People keep running by her like she's not there. And at the end, she revisits exactly how she died. She sees herself passing on to the next world on the bus stop. That was it. Setup, woman trying to catch the bus. and payoff. She discovers she can't catch the bus because she's already dead. She's a ghost. All right, something very simple like that. Of course, there are a lot of things that go in there as far as conflict. Okay, when she's trying to catch the bus and the joggers are running by her and the bus won't stop, those are obstacles that are getting in her way of catching the bus. Okay, so we'll talk about structural things like that as we work our way through the semester. But I just want to get you in the right mindset. A lot of people set about making Star Wars and try to fit it in 5 to 7 pages or even 14 pages, and it ends up being very derivative. That means a copy of something else, which is not original, and it's usually not good at all. So we want to make sure that you come up with your best, snappiest, most clever ideas for these projects. And it starts with your premise, all right? I will give you lots and lots of feedback on all the projects that you do in this course. So please make sure that you read the feedback section when you look at your grade for your projects. Don't just look at the grade, look at the note section where I tell you exactly what you did right, what you did wrong, and why. Okay, and I give you some great hints as far as how you can fix it to make it better. There's no way that you could have poor pre-writing that is a 15 beats, your premise, and your log line, and somehow end up with a great script. The script is only the final product of the pre-writing. So you want to make sure that you spend a lot of time on that pre-writing. As you can see, on the 31st of May, we have a Memorial Day. Let me jump back a little bit. Your first quiz happens on May the 29th. Okay. And you need to make sure that you have it done by 11:59. Actually, it doesn't happen on May the 29th. It's active now. You just make sure you need to make sure you take it by May the 29th. Okay, because if you miss that May 29th, 11:59 deadline, you can't take the quiz. So we have a project and a quiz due on May the 29th. Right. So after that, you see we get readings in the book. There are PowerPoints that go with each chapter in the course content section, as I said. And at the end of each week, we have at least one quiz. You can see in week 3, week 3 is May the 30th through June the 5th. We have 2 quizzes, quiz 2 on chapter 1 and quiz 3 on chapter 2. And we move on like that. We have a couple of more of those, but as you can see, as we go through the semester, we do our readings in the book. We take our quizzes. We have a project due every couple of weeks. Okay. Week 6 is our midterm exam on Saturday, June 26, 2021. That's online at home. Project 3 is also due on that same day on the 15 beats. The one thing I want to caution you, once again, do not wait until the last minute. Do not give me sloppy work or rush work. I can tell you, one of the sayings I have is that if a student reserves the right to give me sloppy work or last minute work or rush work, I reserve the right to give them the lowest possible grade that I can give them. So please make sure that you put enough time, manage your time well. Don't start on things at the last minute. Okay, so going into week 7, as you can see, we read chapter 5 and 6. We have 2 more quizzes in chapter 7 in week 7 on chapters 5 and 6. Chapter 8, you get a bit of a break. You have the whole week off of week 8, July the 4th through July the 10th. You have the Independence Day holiday. Okay, so you don't come to class. I'm not going to give you an assignment. Nothing is due. If you want to work ahead, great, more power to you. But I'm not going to expect anything of you on that week. Week 9, we're wrapping up the semester. Once again, a two chapter semester. Remember, read the 2 chapters. The chapters are relatively short, but I also give you the PowerPoints to help you out as well. And you have 2 quizzes, both due on July the 17th by 11:59 p.m. The first draft of your script is the final project, or I call it project 4 here. That's due on July the 17th. And of course, you have your final exam as a mandatory proctored event on Respondus Lockdown Browser. You must do that at 1 p.m., between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. on July the 19th. Everybody must take the final exam at the exact same time on Respondus Lockdown Browser. That's all we have for our syllabus. If you have any questions on the syllabus or the course or anything at all, please let me know. Screenwriting is something that I'm constantly doing and something that all of you should be doing. So I want to make sure that you take everything as seriously as you can for this course. I think we can have a lot of fun and learn a lot. I look forward to seeing you in class. Thank you and have a great day.